my microphone up?
I don't know. Talking to it though.
Test 1 2. Test.
Keep going.
Test 1 2. Test me. Test you. Testing all the things. Here we are testing things. Testy test.
Okay, that's good for now. Pop, pop, pop.
Whew.
I do hear that.
Maybe it's you. We heard from some people that it sounds like wind blowing in the mics, and I went and listened, and it did sound. I heard something, so that's what Alan's testing.
A few people
right
called
now.
the customer service number. My man. Hello, Sin. Hola, Sin. Hello, Albert. Hello, Linda Wynn. Best fun, North Texas. Hello, Rachel Boren. Hello, Stronger and Wiser. Hey, Kitten Tracks. Christina. Hello, Elizabeth Estrada, one of our very, very best customers. Hello, Elizabeth Betts, not to be confused with Liz Key. They're two different people.
We know that by now.
I knew that before. Hello, Abe. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Dave A. Bear. Hey, Justin. Welcome back, my man.
Justin who?
Justin Walker Daniels.
Justin Walker Daniels.
Hello, Taylor. Sam I am. Hello, Kara. Maria.
Sam was asking me where to park to watch the show, but you, right? Was that you, Sam, that asked me that on Facebook, or is that an old message?
Park to watch the show.
Yeah. Sam Dugan, right?
I mean, how many Sams do we know?
It's Sam Dugan, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, why would he ask that? Because he's been to see the show so many times. That's
Hello,
why
Maria.
It's confusing to me.
Hello, Michael Melkos. Did I already say hi to Michael Melkos? Hello, Lisa. Hello, Casey Kernan. Hello, Christy Bazemore.
Is Sam coming back to the U.S. this year?
Yeah, I think he's coming in September.
Mm.
All right. Hello, Charles. Man, we got a full house.
Good.
This is good. This is good.
These are not reading glasses.
Oh,
shh. What'd you do?
Nothing. Just freaking buffoonery. There's so much.
This is not my fault. I've been out of this office for
almighty
months. Not my fault.
It's like a freaking hoarder
Not
works
my
here.
fault. You're here all day. Clean off your desk all day.
I'm listening for mic problems, guys, because I heard a lot of feedback. Believe me. Believe me.
Are you ready?
Just talk it one more time.
Testing 1 2. Test. Testing all over the place. That's what I'm doing. I'm testing. Testing the mics, testing the popping, and the testing the sounding like the wind, and testing. Good or no?
Say that man's name.
Hugh Jass. I paused. So there you go.
Hugh Jass, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Hugh Jass, please pick up the red courtesy phone.
Tried and true one.
Hugh Jass.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Just hit it. It's the best you can do.
Hold on. Let me do my rim shot. All right. Okay, that sounded good. Ready?
Welcome to a sandwich and some lovin'.
Whoa.
Wait,
whoa.
what? It didn't go red. What'd you do? It didn't go red. What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. Just hold on.
He didn't have the disc in.
All right. A little bit of buffoonery, but we got it.
Does that change the audio quality at all now that you've done that?
No. I don't think so. All right.
Take 2. Welcome to a sandwich and some lovin'. I'm Kellie Rasberry Evans. This is Alan Evans, who just remembered to put the little recording apparatus in the machine so we could have a podcast.
Hey, Trey!
Welcome, Alan Evans.
in the house.
In the house. We've
You don't have
heard-
to call that out.
Why not? We address things all the time. We had a lot of people say we were having technical difficulties on the last podcast.
Golly.
So now we've already started off with technical difficulties. Hopefully that was it. We caught it early.
I'm one of the co-hosts on this podcast.
Yeah, one of two.
Yeah, believe it or not, I am, even though I don't have my own promo code. But no, I am a co-host on this podcast. I'm also one of the producers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also one of the engineers.
Mm-hmm.
And I also take calls at the customer service line.
Yes.
And the customer service line, babe.
Lit up.
Oh.
Like a Christmas tree.
Blowing up. People not happy with the quality of the sound in the last podcast.
Well, I listened to some of it and I thought it was a little bit, I could hear it, but it didn't distract from my listening pleasure that much. Unless you focus on it, I guess.
The sound has been identified.
What was it?
I shot trouble in the ass about 30 seconds ago.
What was it?
Listen to this. Listen.
So your microphone was loose.
It was a loose mic.
Well, tighten it back up. That's annoying to people.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
So we shouldn't have any more of those issues because I am tighter.
So chief engineer.
Yes.
Alan
not
the problem.
ED. Not ED.
You were the problem and you were also the solution.
Right. Because we had a lot of people call 1-800-EAT, you know what? And I answered and I said, I'm working on it. Actually, Sin, one of our assistant producers.
She's the one that thought of it.
Well, no, she asked me what the customer service line was because she was getting so many social media
complaints
DMs about the sound. Yeah, DMs about the sound quality.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, "What's the customer service number?" And I said, "It's 1-800-EAT shit." And so
it's not very nice.
I know, but we were kind of laughing about it. And then a couple minutes later, she sent me a video of me texting her that number. Mm-hmm. She tapped on the number. I just made that up. It's an actual number.
Oh, really?
It's phone sex.
Ah, there you go.
I'm not lying. It was phone sex.
I think most random numbers you dial will end up being phone sex, Alan. I think that's pretty common, actually.
So she played it for me for a while, and I was like, "Stop talking. I'm trying to listen."
Oh, whatever. Y'all know he's just joking.
I'm not joking about the phone sex.
Don't do that to Sin's reputation.
Oh.
Who cares about yours?
Yeah, good call.
But anyway, here's the thing about this episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. It's all me. It's all me because I told Alan, there's so much showbiz stuff going on. We just have to talk about it. My husband doesn't care about showbiz stuff. I said, Alan,
I don't know that that's entirely true.
Alan, we have to talk about some things that are going on in the celebrity world.
I care about Bruce Willis.
We're going to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
We're going to talk about that. But I just said, just let me just get these things off my chest. I have to. I know I do the Showbiz Top 5 on the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Nationally syndicated.
We also do another segment of celebrity gossip on the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Love letters.
I get a lot. I don't do celebrity gossip on Love Letters.
Oh, does that have a theme? Does celebrity gossip have a theme?
Does what? Celebrity gossip? No.
Okay.
No. But, we don't really do a lot of celebrity gossip here because I know Alan doesn't really care that much about it. You just don't care that much about it. I'm not insulting you, Alan, to say you don't care about celebrity gossip.
I like entertainment. Do I care about the personal lives of the celebrities so much? Not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I do. And I might not care as much as I used to, but I still care very much. And so much is happening. I just told Alan, we have to talk about it. I can't wait because it'll be, old news. Something always replaces it in the headlines. But it was really sad today. And I don't know if anybody just listening to this podcast, not everybody keeps up with entertainment gossip like I do. And sometimes I'll be talking to somebody about something that I've known for 2 weeks and they'll be hearing it for the first time. I'm like, that's old news. But I think I'm not typical. This is my job to keep up with celebrity stuff, So this might be news to somebody hearing this for the first time on our podcast. But a couple weeks ago on March 19th, Bruce Willis celebrated his 67th birthday.
I didn't realize he was
67.
67.
Yeah. 2 days later, he celebrated his 13th wedding anniversary with his second wife, Emma Hemming. He might have been married before Demi Moore. I think Demi Moore was his first wife. But anyway, on their Instagram pages today, Bruce's wife, Emma, and his ex-wife, Demi Moore, both posted the same cute picture of Bruce and the same statement. And it said, to Bruce's amazing supporters, as a family, we want to share that our beloved Bruce has been experiencing some health issues and has recently been diagnosed with aphasia, which is impacting his cognitive abilities. As a result of this, and with much consideration, Bruce is stepping away from the career that has meant so much to him. And let's just say, side note, it's meant so much to us, honestly. He's really just brought so much entertainment to our lives. So
absolutely.
He's done that. Back to the statement. This is a really challenging time for our family. We are so appreciative of your continued love, compassion, and support. We are moving through this as a strong family unit and wanted to bring his fans in because we know how much he means to you as you do to him. As Bruce always says, live it up. And together we plan to do just that. Love, Emma, Demi, Rumor, Scout Tallulah, his 3 daughters with Demi, and Mabel and Evelyn, his 2 daughters with Emma. And I just think, first of all, how beautiful that a current wife and an ex-wife and all the kids get along so beautifully that they still have love and respect for a marriage didn't work out, but hey, there's still love there. There was love there. I think that's beautiful. The second thought was, what is aphasia? I have never heard of that before.
I had never heard
and
of
you
it.
hadn't either.
And I saw, just before we started, I saw a statistic online that said 85% of people don't know what it is.
Never heard of it until now. Well, it's a condition where a person loses the ability to communicate. That's just in a big, broad stroke, a big, broad definition of it.
Mostly with speech, right?
But
and words.
They said there's like 3 different types where some people can understand what they're hearing but can't verbalize, and there's another where they can't understand what they're hearing but they it's just like there's these different forms it takes. But according to the Mayo Clinic, aphasia typically occurs suddenly after a stroke or a head injury. They say the condition can also gradually occur from a slow-growing brain tumor or a disease that causes progressive permanent damage. So Bruce's family didn't say what caused his aphasia, but man, I mean, I can't believe we're not hearing about it until now. And I guess he is the most famous example of this. And I was reading some articles because now people are talking that for the past couple of years, Bruce has been having issues on movie sets. They said they were having to put earpieces in to feed him lines. And then everybody was covering for him because Bruce is beloved, as they said, but also he was doing a lot of these low budget films, like just cranking them out. And he would be the biggest name. And they said it got to be to the point where he couldn't remember lines at all. And he was struggling. So they would use not only body doubles for stunt scenes, but to make it look like he was still in the scene to kind of make his presence more known.
And didn't
he really sad?
Oh, sorry, babe. Didn't he used to do his own stunts earlier in his career?
I don't know how much he did.
Some?
If you go back to like his Die Hard days, which is what we all, Moonlighting and Die Hard, those are the things we all really know and love him from. And the Sixth Sense.
That's my favorite.
Sense.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
my
my
goodness.
favorite Bruce Willis movie.
So I don't know how much of his own stunts he did, but I know he brought us a lot of joy. And it's such a shame.
He was in Armageddon too, wasn't he?
Yeah, was that the one with
Will Smith?
Was that?
I thought Will Smith was in that. Everybody was in that.
I don't know. I don't think Will Smith.
Live studio audience, help us out on that.
Ben Affleck and Liv Tyler, and remember Bruce Willis was
Pearl Harbor, aren't you?
Well, no, Bruce Willis was Liv Tyler's father, and he had to go. It was an asteroid that was coming to Earth, and he had to go. Yeah. But I don't remember if Will Smith was on that.
Will Smith was
on the 4th of Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Yeah. That was it.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's just sad. And I mean, I guess this is a chance for us all to learn and be more aware of this condition. And man, how scary is that? And just how sad. I always think that, dementia, Alzheimer's, this sounds like it's along the same, maybe it's a branch of that. I don't know. It's cognitive abilities. Is that just you processing, how you process things? Like maybe your brain is working, but it's not coming out. I don't know enough about the subject, obviously, to talk about it. But I just thought that was really sad.
It is sad. Let's not forget Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. I mean, so many. We could go down.
But which brought us one of the most uncomfortable scenes in all of cinema that involved Bruce Willis.
I know. But they said like recently he's been doing like these really bad low budget movies. Like I think he got a special Razzie Award for putting out. Here it is. This year, Bruce. This year, right after the Oscars, they do the Razzies either the night before or the night after the Oscars. I believe it's the night before. He was given the Razzie for the worst movies of 2021. He starred in 8 critically panned films in a single year. One of them, Out of Death, got a 0% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. So what terrible timing. I mean, like right after he gets a Razzie, the family comes out and says, okay, well, he was struggling with this. Maybe he knew something was wrong and was just trying to get as much in before he had to give up what he loves. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That is sad.
That is sad. So anyway, that's really, there's nothing more really to discuss about that except we just, wish for the best. Hopefully, if there is a cure, I don't know. I haven't even researched enough. This just came out today. So I don't even know if there's a cure or if it's just a matter of making him comfortable.
Well, I heard one of the doctors talking and they said it can lead to dementia.
Yeah.
Like full-blown dementia.
And the family is very hands-on in his therapy. So he'll be doing speech therapies and things like that. So I love seeing the family united that way. Another big story that came out today. I don't know if Alan's heard this one. I wanted to get his reaction. We have not discussed this one. So, we're in the NCAA Final Four now, right? We're down to the 4.
Give us the 4.
I don't know.
Oh.
I know North Carolina is playing Duke, which is the subject of this story.
Okay.
I don't know who the other teams are. You have any clue?
I kind of lost interest after Tech went out in the Sweet 16.
Right.
They got beat by Duke.
Well, in the Final Four, North Carolina and Duke are meeting for the first time this Saturday night in the Final Four. And because of that, country music star Eric Church, who is from North Carolina and is a lifelong Tar Heels fan, he has canceled his tour stop in San Antonio so he could be at that game. And from what we understand, he's just given everybody their money back, no rescheduled. And he issued this statement through Ticketmaster. It's an open letter to the church choir, which is what he calls his fans, Eric Church's church choir. This Saturday, my family and I are going to stand together to cheer on the Tar Heels as the team has made it to the Final Four. As a lifelong Carolina basketball fan, I have watched Carolina and Duke battle over the years, but to have them match up in the Final Four for the first time in the history of the NCAA tournament is any sports enthusiast's dream. This is also the most selfish thing I've ever asked the choir to do, to give up your Saturday night plans with us so that I can have this moment with my family and sports community. However, it's that same type of passion felt by the people who fill the seats at our concerts that makes us want to be a part of the crowd at a game of this significance. Woody Durham always said, go where you go and do what you do. Thanks for letting me go here and be with the Tar Heels. Nobody gave him permission. He's saying, thank you. Sorry, I'm screwing all of you over. This really makes me mad, Alan. This makes me mad. This isn't a sudden illness, something he couldn't help. This is a selfish decision. I get it. He's a fan and he wants to be in that arena. Because part of me said, well, just record the game. Tell nobody tell me what's happening. This is the height of selfishness. This is the thing. Adele pulled the same stunt because she didn't like the way her set was set up. And this is what burns me up is people spend a lot of money on these tickets. And not all of them come through Ticketmaster. Some of them, they don't get them in time. So they go through brokers or other people who upsell them. And even though they're getting a refund for this ticket, that doesn't mean they paid $120 face value. They might have paid $1,000. That money's just gone. People take off work. They plan vacations around these things because this was going to be in San Antonio. That's a big tourist area. People plan for this stuff. That is a slap in the face to pull that stunt because he's had this tour scheduled since last year. And at the last minute to do that to people, what do you think?
I think it's sorry.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I think it's sorry. I mean, that's his job.
Right.
He's an entertainer. His job is to entertain. He gets paid by entertaining. I'm a sports fan. I love sports. My favorite teams, I like to keep up. But there are times where I just can't go to the game. I can't make the game and I have to DVR it or whatever. But for a guy in that position, I mean, people have saved hard-earned money for a long time to pay for some of those tickets. And then for them to get the excuse, well,
I really want to watch a basketball
he really wants to
game.
go watch his favorite team play. I mean, I get it being a sports fan. I think it's sorry because that's his job and he probably let a lot of people down.
It's bad. It is so bad. And I love, thanks for letting me go here and be with the Tar Heels. Like you had to say so.
Did he ask the fans?
You had zero
Yeah.
say. Zero say. And I felt that way about Adele too. Everybody's given Adele a pass because people are fans. And I get it. If it didn't affect you and you're an Adele fan, great. But if you're one of those people who were literally flying on a plane from England because she hadn't performed, or had a new album out in so long, and you're on the plane when you get the news that this is happening. I mean, this is not right. Celebrities can't just do this crap because you feel you're being pulled somewhere else. That's just not right. There's too many people that depend on you.
Yeah. No, I agree. I usually like to try to disagree with you just for fun, but
how can you?
I can't. I think it's really sorry. Boy, people must really want to get a hold of you right now.
Let me tell you what's happening. My Apple Watch suddenly started dinging, and Alan's looking at my laptop. It's going crazy because we've got a group of our podcast listeners. Laura, I love you, girl, and she's showing off her baby bump, and everybody's cooing and oohing over the baby bump because they apparently forgot we're filming a podcast right now. So it's popping up on my phone and my laptop, and that's fine because it's the joy of first-time mommyhood, and I'm excited to see that belly as soon as I stop recording. Or I could just stop recording and say, hey, thank y'all for letting me take a break in the middle of this podcast. So I'm going to go answer a few text messages.
But that would be sorry.
That would be a sorry thing to do.
That would be very sorry.
I wouldn't do that to you guys. So anyway, real quick before we get to the other story of the day, Alan got a delivery I saw on our front doorstep from Sunday.
Sunday?
Yeah,
I sure did. It's getting to be that time of year.
It is getting to be that time of year. We were out in our yard and it's like, man, it's looking kind of rough. We got to get it ready. We want to win yard of the month. That's our goal in life, right, Alan? That's your goal.
It is.
But if you're
I have won before.
You have. And if you're worried about all the chemicals you're using to keep your yard looking its best, lush and green, well, traditional lawn care lays down 90 million pounds of pesticides every year. That's no bueno. Sunday is different though. They're on a mission to change how people care for their yards. And it's different. Sunday is just different. You don't have to choose between having a beautiful yard and keeping your family out of harm's way. With Sunday, you can grow a beautiful lawn without the guesswork or nasty chemicals. They have custom plans that include fertilizer and everything you need to easily care for your lawn. They have ingredients, natural things like seaweed, iron, molasses. You feel good with your kids and pets running around that stuff. They don't have to, everybody inside, you can't go out in the yard, for hours sometimes when you put certain things down. All you have to do is go to getsunday.com, put in your address. They have a lawn analysis tool that does the rest for you. They use soil and climate data to create a personal nutrient plan that will be delivered to your door just when you need it. They send it on the schedule that your lawn needs. And then you just attach the ready-to-use pouch to a garden hose and spray, right, Alan?
That's easy. It's super easy.
How long does it take you to do our whole yard?
5-10 minutes.
Depending on how big your yard is. And the best of all, this stuff really works.
It really does. And Sunday is offering our listeners 20% off. And full season plans start at just $129, and you can get 20% off at checkout when you visit getsunday.com/lovin20. That's 20% off your custom plan at getsunday.com/lovin20.
LOVIN20. Got it? All right. So I guess they've all finished looking at Laura's baby belly because the texts have stopped. I tried going on my own, honey, and turning off the sounds on my watch, but I can't do that. So I'll look it up.
Why can't you do that?
I couldn't find the app on my phone.
You couldn't find it later. You couldn't find the app on your phone?
I thought it was in the settings, but apparently it's not. I'll find it.
Yeah, I think the watch has its own.
But I didn't do anything to it. My watch must have updated and automatically started dinging and buzzing and making noises that I didn't do. I got to figure it out.
You hear this a lot from people who are they're always thwarted by technology.
That's me.
Yeah, it is. And I'm not picking on you. I'm just saying you're thwarted by technology. And sometimes my dad's like this too. It's like,
you're not as mean to your dad as you are to me.
Come on.
You're not.
It's like, babe, I'm having a problem with my laptop, but I haven't done anything. I haven't done an update. I haven't been doing anything different. It just started like shooting sparks out of the bottom.
It's true.
And I have no idea why, because I haven't done anything.
It's true. I haven't done anything. And my watch just started dinging and buzzing and vibrating.
Just for no reason.
Just started. Maybe it updated.
Just started?
Yeah.
It's not user error?
No. I literally put my watch on and take it off. That's what I do. I don't know how my Apple Watch works. Alan got me an Apple Watch. I don't know how it works.
I thought George got you that.
My boss got me an Apple Watch. I don't know who gets me what anymore. Was it George?
It was George, but he asked me what you wanted, so I guess we both got you an Apple
So
Watch.
I don't know how it works.
Amen. Hey.
All I know how to do on my Apple Watch.
You got any idea what Kelly wants? She's really hard to buy for. Amen.
All I want is gift cards to Home Goods and Target. That's all I want. So anyway, no, I don't know how my Apple Watch works. All I know is how to time when I walk. That's all I know how to do on it. I don't know how to. I don't know. It's just a mess.
One of our live studio audience members, Wheezy, says, swipe up and turn off the sound.
Oh, swipe up. What is it? Which one is the sound? The bell? There. Thank you. See, I didn't know how to do that. Alan.
I knew how to do that.
Alan,
I just forgot to tell you.
He told me to go find the app on my phone.
What's the most useful feature of your watch that I showed you how to use?
Find my phone.
And how do you
I do know how to do that.
And how do you do that?
I swipe up and I click the thing that looks like the phone with little lines around it.
That's really the only reason I wear an Apple Watch when I do wear it, is to find my phone.
And there's a walkie-talkie function, I think.
Yeah.
What does the mask thing mean?
I don't know. Let's touch it.
Theater mode. Theater mode turns on silent mode and keeps the screen dark until you tap the screen or press the digital crown. Oh. I guess so if you're in the movie theater.
Yeah.
It also changes your walkie-talkie status to unavailable. Oh, so if you're in the movies, you can literally turn on movie mode.
Okay.
All right. That's a
well, there you go. There's a little Apple Watch info from a sandwich and some Lovin.
We're not going to beat a dead horse until something major happens.
Too late.
But we're going to talk just the latest updates in the whole Will Smith, Chris Rock drama. So Chris Rock, as we're recording this podcast on Wednesday night, we'll drop on Thursday, March 31st. But on March 30th, Wednesday night, Chris Rock had his first stand-up show, I believe, in Boston since what happened at the Oscars Sunday night. And apparently he really didn't say much. This is because I think he makes people turn in their phones. I think that he's one of the comedians that does that. I know Kevin Hart does that. But apparently Chris got up on stage and said, "What's up, Boston? How was your weekend?" Everybody laughs. And Chris told the audience he's still processing what happened. And he told fans, this is on people.com, he told fans in the audience he would probably talk about what happened at some point in a serious manner. But he had written a whole show full of jokes for Wednesday evening, and that's what he was going to do. So he just I'll talk about it, but that's not what I came here to do tonight. Because, comedians, they have their routines, and that's what he's going to do. So that's all he said about it at this point. Today, Wanda Sykes, one of the three hosts, was on Ellen DeGeneres' show. And she was saying...
Ellen still has a show?
This is her last season. She's wrapping up in just like a couple of weeks or so.
I thought they ran her off.
Well, they did. But she came out to finish out her season.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, she said that after all this happened, that Chris Rock apologized to her for ruining what was supposed to be her big night. She said that's just the kind of man he is. He got slapped, humiliated, but I don't think he was maybe he did feel humiliation, but I don't know. Just because I feel something way about it doesn't mean everybody feels the same way. But anyway, afterwards they went to a private home for a kind of like a post-Oscars party, and they were all just commiserating with Chris and just like, this is such a shocking thing. And Wanda told Ellen that she feels still absolutely sick about what happened, traumatized. As a stand-up comedian, could this happen to me? That's what they're thinking. And Wanda said, and for the Academy to let him stay in that room and enjoy the rest of the show and accept his award, I was like, how gross is this? This is just the wrong message. You assault somebody, you get escorted out of the building. For them to let him continue, I thought it was gross. But the Academy came out today with a statement and said they did ask Will to leave, Alan.
Yeah.
He refused.
I heard that, yeah.
They asked him to leave and they refused. So they're in the moment. They're like, okay, we can get security out here and take him out, kicking and screaming. He's already had Denzel over there with him. Tyler Perry, everybody's coming up, hugging on him, calming him down. And you saw what that crowd did when he won. They gave him a standing ovation. So what would have happened if they had security come over and escort him out? Would this have escalated the situation? So the Academy issued a statement today saying, we blew it. We did ask him to leave. He refused, but we recognized we could have handled the situation differently. They also are putting him under review at the next board meeting on April 18th. The Academy may take any disciplinary action, which may include suspension, expulsion, or other sanctions permitted by the bylaws and standards of conduct. I don't think they'll take his Oscar back, but some are saying that they might ban him from being nominated for anything for a period of time.
So he can't go to the party, huh?
No, because traditionally, whoever wins Best Actor, I think the next year presents Best Supporting Actress or something like that. I'm not really familiar. There's a tradition there, so he would be banned. But the movie he is going to be in would be eligible for nomination. They don't want to punish the other actors and actresses and directors and costume designers and all that. He would be the only one whose performance could not be considered.
There are no winners in this.
It's horrible.
The Oscars, they used to have a huge audience, like in the late 70s and 80s, I think was the Oscars heyday.
Yeah.
And it was, 40 million would watch the Oscars.
Well, you didn't have the choices then. You did
True.
not have all the options.
I'm just saying, but it was a different type of presentation.
Yeah. And it was the mystique of celebrity. Now,
Right.
I think with social media, we know a little too much about our celebrities. There used to be whatever the Hollywood movie machine and the production studios and film studios wanted us to know is what we knew.
Well, the celebrities have always had sloppy lives.
They
A
have.
lot of them, and that's fine. I mean, a lot of people have sloppy lives.
But in the 70s and 80s, you started having the tabloid culture.
Yeah, but
And then you started having social media. And then you started in the cable
Right.
television, then social media. And I think it's just way different.
But I'm more talking about the presentation, the how it's been politicized, I think has
Mhm.
really turned off a lot of people. So the audience is so small. In fact, I think 2021 was the smallest TV audience they've ever had.
Well, that was coming off the year of COVID when there were no movies hardly.
Yeah. So the point I'm trying to make is with this controversy, the ratings were up a little bit because I think a lot of people, they weren't watching like they haven't been the last few years. They see the controversy blowing up on social media, which was like me. I was still up and I'm like, what is going on? They turned it over to the Oscars to see what's happening.
Mhm.
So there was a little ratings bump there. And then Chris
It's still the
Rock's,
second lowest.
yeah, right. And then Chris Rock's ticket sales. Did you see that?
Yeah.
They went from an average of $50 to over $400 a
People are-
ticket.
yeah, but I don't know that. Is that him? I don't think that's him doing that. I think that's
No,
ticket holders,
that's just the demand.
venues, and
Yeah, the demand for the tickets. So I guess they think maybe he's going to talk about it or make jokes about it. But,
Well, I just told you what he did tonight.
right.
And it's not a joke to him. I mean, this is a very serious matter. It's just interesting to hear all the takes on it, that people are still defending what Will did. And, I don't know. It's just hard. It's hard. And it's sad because we want to like Will Smith, don't we?
That's why I said
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
That's why I
He's
said
fun.
I don't think there are any winners. I mean, everyone looks bad. Including poor Chris Rock. I mean, he kind of makes a joke that can be argued isn't funny, but then he gets slapped in front of millions of people.
Yeah.
So he loses. Will Smith definitely loses.
Everybody that won an award, nobody's talking
Right.
about
All
it.
those people lose.
Yeah. It's like the guy that came, because Chris Rock was presenting the award for Best Documentary. And because I wasn't watching, I'd have gone to bed. So I heard about all this the next day. Until today, I didn't know that Questlove was the one that won. I had no idea because everything was overshadowed by that. So it's just a shame. And I look at Will holding the Oscar at the after parties, and he's smiling, and Jada's standing there next to him, and I'm thinking, what are y'all thinking right now? Are you truly enjoying this moment? You can't. You blew it. You ruined it. I don't know. We've all done stupid things in our lives. All of us have done things we regret and made asses of ourselves. We've all done it. We just haven't done it at the Oscars in such a major way, right?
Right. And a lot of people are speculating that, Will may have some mental issues he's working through. I don't know if that's true or even if there's anything to that, But he,
Well, did I talk about this on the podcast or was it on the Kid Crat? Honestly, to God, sometimes I can't remember. But he wrote a memoir. Did I talk about this on the podcast?
not on the podcast.
He wrote a memoir called Will. I believe it was out last year. And on the very first page, he talks about when he was 9 years old, he watched his father beat his mother severely, violently, and he stood there and did nothing. I'm paraphrasing because I had it in front of me the other day. But he said it bothered him because he's like, I should have stood up for my mom and I did nothing. I was a coward. And so then he said at 13, because that still bothered him, even contemplated suicide. So they're saying maybe because he didn't do anything, he didn't stand up for the woman he loved, which was his mother, that maybe that triggered what happened at the Oscars. People are trying to connect the dots.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that wasn't a traumatic incident
Right.
that did affect him greatly. I can't imagine being a 9-year-old watching your father beat your mother so savagely. That's got to affect you. But I don't know if those two things are directly connected.
Let's just all agree. I think everyone can agree that it all could have been handled differently.
Way differently.
But it wasn't, and that's why there's a controversy. But I mean, nobody wins.
Nobody does. So we'll see what we won't talk about it anymore, I promise, until something really happens, I guess, on April 18th, which is actually 1 week after my Holy Spirit blessing.
Oh, yeah.
April 11th.
April 11th.
April 11th for my Holy Spirit blessing. April 18th, Will Smith finds out has punishment. We got other big stuff coming in April, too.
Maybe we should play, what is it, National Clearinghouse or whatever?
Right.
And then
Sweepstakes.
Yeah, and then Ed McMahon comes to our door.
From the grave?
Dead?
Very.
What do you mean very?
He's very dead. But it is Holy Spirit blessing.
I bet you half our listeners.
Maybe it's the spirit of Ed McMahon.
I bet you half our listeners don't even know who Ed McMahon is. You are correct, sir. You are correct, sir.
But Alan, I was trying
Sounds like Boss Man George. Hey, man.
I was trying to lay you up for that other special thing we have coming in April.
Yes.
You missed my layup.
Hey, I knew where you were going with it, but then I got sidetracked.
You had to do your Ed McMahon.
I had to do my Ed McMahon, which is the same as my Boss Man George, which is the same as a lot of impressions I did.
Jerry Jones.
Well, Jerry's a little different.
A little different. Just a little.
You know, he had to go on the news, the local news here, and explain to the public why there have been accusations of voyeurism in the Cowboys organization. Voyeurism.
Yeah.
What other NFL team has to deal with voyeurism?
Other teams have had scandals like that.
But they win Super Bowls probably, huh?
Oh, so it's okay as long as you win the Super Bowl?
I didn't say that. Okay, so one thing we do in April, we've been doing for the last 3 years. This is our 4th year, is we make babies. Well, actually, I'm not making the baby.
I can't make any more.
We have 2 doctors that help us make babies, the Duties.
Including Dr. Kevin Duty is the reason I have Emma Kellie. I went through infertility many, many years ago, and now upstairs I've got a brooding 15-year-old.
That's right. So we are, over the next few podcasts, going to be preparing for National Infertility Awareness Week, which is April 24th through the 30th. And like we've done the last 3 years, we're going to have the Duties on a couple of podcasts from now. And if Kellie and Luis will come on with us, we'd love to have them call in and get a family update and see how the first Sandwich and Some Lovin' baby is doing.
Yeah, and the second.
And her second.
They've
she
had
had a
2
second.
now. Yeah. They have a boy and a girl. Yeah, Kellie and Luis were the very first winners of our very first Maybe Baby contest. And they've just been awesome to follow on social media, seeing how their cute little family is growing, all thanks to the Duties.
Yeah, but we're going to be talking about and posting more information about what the contest will be this year and how you can enter if you would like to get a consultation with the Duties. That's part of what we give away. And I think our I always hate to call it a prize, but our winner, our grand prize winner will have a free IVF treatment with the Duties.
And the thing about IVF, I was very, very lucky. My first cycle, I got pregnant, but I was talking to someone just this past weekend and went through 5 cycles. So, going through IVF does not guarantee a pregnancy, but I think it's, one of the best shots you got at it, if you're struggling with infertility. So, but we'll have the doctors on and they can talk about that. Doctors Kevin and Kathy Duty, and it'll be another great podcast.
Yeah.
We love sharing love with our podcast family and bringing babies in the world. That's the best.
I believe we are having the duties on the podcast that drops on April the 19th. So, a couple of weeks from now, but,
after my Holy Spirit blessing, after Will Smith's punishment, and then we have the duties. That's a well-rounded April right there.
Yeah, got a lot of good stuff coming. We're gonna make some babies.
Hopefully.
I'm a part-time sperm donor in my, spare time.
No, I did not know that. I did not.
Just kidding.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't slap me.
Why would I slap you?
Because I made an untoward joke.
Oh, no, I think you're funny.
Hey, come on.
Sow your seed. You make pretty babies. Why deprive the world of more little yous?
There you go with seed again. Didn't we have a listener who wrote us a letter and said something about seed? Remember that?
No, I don't.
You don't remember that?
No.
Speaking of letters, we had some more letters from last week we didn't finish. You got anything else?
No, I told you that's all I wanted to cover. Some, celebrity gossip, entertainment stories.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have more stories than that.
No, my goodness, that was 3 big ones. I thought you'd be over it if I brought more than that.
Oh, I am over it, but okay, well, hell, well, crap.
We can just do a little.
Well, damn.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find my letters. Fill the time, Evans.
I can do more
Good
stuff.
night.
I thought that was just
wrapped it
up in a nice little bow.
I tell you what, if you're a first-time listener, you're probably thinking, what a Mickey Mouse operation this is.
I thought I wrapped it up. I thought we were done.
And
we teased the rest of April. What do you want?
And that would be an insult to Mickey. Let me just go through just like 2 letters here that we didn't get to last week, because I think you can answer these.
Hurry, because I've got 15 text messages to respond
to. Oh, I thought you were going to say I got 15 more showbiz of the week to go through.
No, I thought 3 was all you could handle.
Be like, please shoot me. This first letter is from Brandy. Subject, DCC. Hi, Alan and Kelly. I hope you both are doing well. I have a quick question for Kelly. Can you please tell me the name of the podcast you mentioned on the nationally syndicated Kidcratic Morning Show, Dime, about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader? I'm a big fan, yes, Alan, even through the trials and tribulations, and I also love the DCC. I really like to hear the inner scoop about the group. Also, I want to tell Kelly how funny I think she is when she called in from South Kakalaki. Not content as much as her accent. It gets so southern so quick. I have never heard such a thick drawl, and I'm curious. What is this red gravy that she got at Cane's Barbecue? Is it barbecue sauce? I've never heard of such a thing. And Alan, you're not chopped liver. I have something for you as well. I've never laughed harder than at your story about the Splenda fanned out in your chips at Chili's. Honestly, sounds like something I'd do. Cute presentation. LOL. Also, how is your head since the gashing and near concussion a few weeks back?
Oh my goodness, she's got so many questions.
I hope you're all healed and recovered. Take care and talk soon. Brandy, thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. I'm actually doing well. Thank you. I appreciate you caring about my head that I hit on the cabinet and I was bleeding on the floor. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Brandy. I'm okay. I think I'll be okay.
Okay. So let's get to her questions in order. The first thing you asked was about the Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders podcast. This one's called America's Girls. It is done by a reporter for Texas Monthly, and I found it to be fascinating. It's about the history of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, how it all got started. It actually got started with a bunch of high school kids, boys and girls were the first Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. It's really interesting. And how it's sort of like that Britney Spears thing. You know how she's so innocent, but still sexy and sexual? Kind of the same thing with the Dallas Cowboys mystique, the cheerleaders mystique. So there's that. I'll have to go back and listen to the podcast because I don't realize that my voice is changing when I'm home with my family.
Oh, babe.
I am aware of it, but I don't realize it at the time. So I'm going to have to go back and listen to that podcast.
I need a damn translator.
Red gravy. I real quick while Alan was reading your letter, I was kind of like, what is red gravy? It's not really thick like a barbecue sauce. It's more not soupy in texture either. I went online real quick and there's like yumly.com has the 10 best Southern red gravy recipes. And when I typed in what is red gravy on barbecue, the first thing that popped up, PD area barbecue, red gravy. PD is where I'm from. The heart of the PD is Florence, South Carolina. The PD Indians, that's where it is named after, the American Indian tribe, the PDs. So it's some sort of gravy type sauce that you put on chicken bog and barbecue, and it is really good at Cane's Barbecue. But you can look up the recipes online if you want to try making some for yourself. What was the other stuff? Your head?
People are concerned about my head and also my ear. And thank you, listeners, for asking.
Okay.
Our live studio audience is very concerned about my ear.
What's wrong with your ear?
You remember I had a pseudocyst of the auricle?
Yeah, I forgot about that. Isn't that over though?
How come when you have an ailment, it's this big freaking production and we're looking for splints and I have to go to CVS and buy all these medications.
That's not
true. And we're making appointments.
That is a mischaracterization.
Oh, you're being misrepresented, huh?
Yeah.
But then when I hit my head and I'm bleeding on the floor, well, big deal. NBD, hashtag NBD.
I thought you were joking. As you usually do. You're a big pratfaller.
I'm a what?
You do the big fall, the big flop. That's what you do. And I
thought
I thought that's what you were doing because Cole, our 13-year-old son, was laughing hysterically at his father. So I thought you were doing a joke.
And what were you doing?
I was on Twitter.
Get it, babe. Kill them slugs.
I was on Twitter. I was not playing a game.
Crush that candy.
But the minute I found out he was actually in pain and bleeding, what did I do? Tell everybody what I did.
You were like, what's going on over there? You all right?
When I realized you were really hurt, what did I do? I want you to tell everybody what I did.
I can't remember because everything went blank.
I went and got paper towels and ice. I gave you an ice compress. I was
cold compress.
Yes, I helped you.
Okay. My pseudocyst of the auricle.
I forgot about your ear cyst.
Yeah. Well, my friend, Dr. Clint, he said you can go to an ear, nose, throat, and they might be able to, address the issue. Or he said it might resolve on its own. And he was right. It just resolved on its own.
Basically, it was pulling your helmet on and off too much.
Yeah, it was super annoying because I had this big, giant thing on the top of my ear, like the flat part of your ear, kind of
up there in the cartilage.
Yeah, that broke, and I guess that was blood or pus. I don't know what it was, but it blew up.
Fluid gathering.
Yeah, and then it was sore and always felt hot. And then after it healed very slowly though. It took a good probably 2 weeks for it to be completely gone.
Yeah,
but it's totally normal now. But thank you, listeners, for asking. I know you care. I know you care deeply, and I appreciate you.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Okay. You ready to wrap it up? You got anything else? You ready to bring it home for Jerome?
Yeah, let's bring it home for Jerome with one more very short letter. And then we will, because I have a feeling, babe, that you have a headache.
I do?
This letter is from Ashley. Subject, headaches. Hi, guys. Yeah, after dealing with this buffoonery for 43 minutes.
No, I don't have a headache right now.
Oh, do you not?
No, I actually... perfectly fine.
Okay. Subject, headaches. Hi, guys. I was just listening to episode 400 and heard you talking about headaches. It sounds like a lot, but I used to work for a great doctor that had a brain full of info and tips I'd never heard. If you have a bad migraine or a bad headache, try 4 Advil, like the liquid gel ones, 2 extra strength Tylenol, a Sudafed, and a cold Mountain Dew, a Coke, or something with caffeine. It truly works. Love you guys, Ashley.
That's for a real serious one. I'm usually a 2 and 2, 2 Advil, 2 Tylenol, and that's usually enough for me.
We are not giving medical advice.
No, that was strictly from a listener.
That was written to me by a listener.
That's a lot.
I am not a doctor, and I am not giving medical advice. That was Ashley's advice.
That's probably just 1 mega dose. That would not be take it to that combo every 4 hours. I think that would be too much. But anyway, yeah, that's why I like Excedrin migraine so much. It's got so much caffeine in it. That's what helps get rid of a headache is the caffeine,
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, I haven't had a Mountain Dew since I was a kid. I don't know if I could drink one. The thought of it kind of, I don't know, does something to my jaw. Makes my jaw kind of quiver a little
Yeah,
bit.
they have so much sugar. I've done the diet Mountain
I
Dews,
haven't
but
had one.
not very often. You know where I'll do those? Homie D's.
Really?
Sometimes in the heat of summer,
Diet Mountain Dew?
roll into Homie D's looking for something. I'm sweating, I'm dirty, rolling into the landscape department. I'm like, man, I need something to drink. Roll over
Ooh.
that end
Blah,
cap
blah, blah, blah.
cooler, pull out me a cold Mountain Dew cola.
That really just makes my jaw quiver thinking about it, y'all. Oh, it's so sweet. Then again, when you're a kid, you don't care about that. Did you ever drink a chocolate soldier when you were a little kid?
A
Chocolate soldier. It's like it was a bottle of chocolate milk. It was I
Chocolate
can still
what?
chocolate soldier.
Chocolate what?
Soldier.
Milk.
Chocolate milk.
You said milk.
I don't
It's
know.
It's on the road. It's on the road. Class A servo bias preamp with the Aphex onboard technology. You said it.
Okay.
We're gonna pull that and replay it.
Okay. Nobody ever misspeaks every once in a while. Anyway, it was the sweetest chocolate milk I ever had as a kid. I remember stuff like that growing up. Anyway,
I've never had a chocolate soldier.
I don't even know if I doubt they make them anymore. Remember, I'm old.
You said it. I didn't.
I am.
All right, man. Well, you're not. If you're old, then I'm old.
I'm older than you.
Well, that's.
I'm hoping.
That's a fact, but
because typically women outlive their husbands,
Whoa.
but I'm old enough that we might be like that couple on the Titanic and we just peace out together. Oh, that was in The Notebook, right? With
God,
James
that's
Garner.
dark.
Do you want to live without me?
Oh, the little little Michael Bolton.
What? How am I supposed to live without you?
Yeah.
I mean, if push comes to shove, I will. But I'm saying, would you rather us kind of like time it out better?
Naturally.
Just naturally.
Just do the Thelma and Louise.
No, just coincidentally, we just happened to keel over at the same time.
Oh.
Be one of those stories on the CBS News. That's the one that carries those. CBS News. The old couple, they reach over the hospital beds, grasp hands, and peace out. That's how it goes.
One of my favorite things I see at Starbucks a lot, I go to a lot of different Starbucks in our local area here. There's always this older couple. I mean, they must be, I don't know, they're in their 70s. They got to be.
It's the same older couple?
Same older couple. And they order coffee and she sits down and he waits for the coffee. Then he brings both coffees over. He gives I'm assuming it's his wife, the coffee, and they sit there and they just talk and have coffee. And it must be kind of their ritual because I see them about the same time every time, but they hit different Starbucks in the area.
You.
Yeah. So after a while, I recognized them. I think they started to kind of, he drinks a lot of coffee too. He's a Starbucks all night. So we said hi one day and I was like, that's awesome. Y'all have that tradition that y'all have coffee like that together, And I was telling him, I hope me and my wife do that someday. I hope we live long enough to do that. I didn't say that, but you know what I mean?
Did you offer to buy them their coffees because they're so inspirational?
No, but somebody passed it back to me one day.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Pay it forward.
Pay it forward, and then I paid it forward too or something.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
See, I'm not a total asshole.
Not all the time.
Hey,
nobody's one thing all the time, right?
Right. Just real quick, babe, because I know you want to yogurt out.
Yeah, I got.
You got stuff to do.
I got 15 text messages to return that came on during the podcast.
A new bit
and a load of laundry.
A new bit I want us to do, and one of our friends, Michael Melkos, actually tipped me off to this. So you can send correspondence to podcast@kellyanallen.com, but being that I win BOTA a lot, Battle of the Assholes, and I know what a good a-hole is because I am one sometimes.
Yeah.
I want you to send me letters on situations where you're not sure if you were the a-hole or not.
Oh, they have that on Reddit.
They did?
Yeah, that's a bit on Reddit.
Okay.
Am I the a-hole?
Yeah, and then I will tell you if you're the a-hole.
Yeah, that's a Reddit bit.
Is that a Reddit bit?
So as long as we're doing it, just as long as we acknowledge
that
this
it's
is not
a Reddit
an original idea.
Okay.
Yeah, if you ever wonder, that's literally, it's like, am I the a-hole? That's the thing.
Well, I'm a good judge of that.
Yeah.
So you agree?
That you're a judge of it or that you are it?
Both.
Sometimes.
Sometimes what?
You're both sometimes.
So
As
anyway,
am I.
if you're in a situation where you're like, gosh, I feel like I'm not the a-hole, but I'm not sure. Ask me. Podcast at kellyanallen.com. All right. You got anything else, babe?
No, honey, I was done about 20 minutes ago with all mine.
I like to give the listeners their money's worth.
I know you do.
Okay. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately.
I love y'all.
I love Bruce Willis's movies desperately.
I know.
It's sad, but
Good luck, Bruce.
yeah. But we're going to podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye. Yogurt. I didn't say it was original. I said Michael tipped me off.
So Melissa is, look how good she's doing on her blanket. She's
Wow.
crocheted all of that. It's going to be ready soon. Laura's impressed, and there's her baby belly.
Yeah, but who has a judge of assholishness as good as me? Okay. Right? I mean, let's be real. What podcast has the best judge of assholishness? Thank you, Julie. Don't answer that.
I just let them know they're all featured on tomorrow's.
God.
That was just Melissa and Laura going back and forth.
Oh,
and Andrea Gullidge. Andrea's on there too.
one of our very, very best customers and the secretary of this podcast. Sin, you're killing me. Absolutely killing. Sin's like, hey, I have a bit. Let's write love letters to Kellie. What can we call the bit?
Well, you weren't familiar with it. As soon as you said it, I'm like, I have to acknowledge this is a thing.
Okay, whatever.
Well, we don't want to be accused of stealing something, but you did. If you don't know, you don't know. Right?
Unbelievable.
What?
Yeah. I liked them.
What?
Nothing. What am I doing here? Oh, God.
Come on.
I may have to start an ailment list. Michael, we gotta get one on the calendar. We just need to ask Mike when we can do it. We're gonna do a meetup this summer, or what are we doing?
Why is that on me?
Shoulders attached to ears. That's
Why is that on me?
That's what I get around here. That is the most used emoji in this house.
Get on it.
Hey, babe, what's for
Figure it
dinner?
out.
Hey, babe, what y'all talk about on the radio this morning? How was your day? Hey, babe, you got a flat tire? What happened? Hey, babe, what are we going to talk about on the podcast tonight?
What are we calling it? Major celebrity, and some Kelly Showbiz top 3. Kelly Showbiz top 3. And some showbiz.
All right, Amy. First of all, my ear wasn't a fungus. It was a pseudocyst. It was not a fungus. I don't have gas now. It wasn't a fungus. I didn't have an ear fungus. It was a pseudocyst. of the oracle. I don't know, Michael. This is what he told me. He said it was a pseudocyst. Maybe it wasn't a real cyst. Maybe a real cyst is filled with like tissue or something. And then maybe a pseudocyst is filled with liquid. I don't know. No, it's all good. No, look, my ear's fine. Look, that's where the pseudocyst was right there. It's gone. Everything's good. This one feels just like this one. Wasn't a fungus. Whoa. I don't think I've ever had a cyst. I've had a sty, but not since I was a kid. You ever had one of those? That's wheels
Yes.
off. God, it's so wheels off. What's wrong with your eye? I got a sty. How'd you get it? Oh, they said it comes from butt to eye contact. Well, how'd you get a butt on your eye? I don't know. Must have touched my butt and then I touched my eye. Did you know that?
What?
A
That's
sty.
pink eye. That's not pink eye. Is that not a sty? A sty is like a bump.
Ooh, Dr. Rasberry
A
here.
pink eye is the
Ophthalmologist. Don't have a sty. I'm just not talking to y'all anymore. Y'all are just poking fun at me. Oh, poor makeup habits. Catherine said she got a sty, but it came from poor makeup habits.
All right, I'm sending. I'm done with my part.
Hello, hand. Alan, David.
All right, y'all. Thank you. I can't believe it's Wednesday already.
Hello, hand.
What the heck? What the heck? Oh, gosh.
Well, I got to do a little bit of uploading here. What are y'all doing tonight? Anything fun? Is there any good TV on? There's nothing really on tonight, is there?
Wednesday night? I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Okay.
I watch everything on, well, I record everything I want to watch. I don't even know what's on TV anymore. Except for Real Housewives stuff.
Real Housewives. All right. Well, I'm going to do a little upload to Stop Talking. Love you guys desperately. WrestleMania. Got a happy hour of WrestleMania. Going to the gym. Donkey. Whoa. Night, Elizabeth. Elizabeth Estrada, not to be confused with Elizabeth Betts and Liz Key. Those are three different people. Night, Carmen. Night, Mel. Night, Lisa. Night, Julie's overalls. We will see you guys on the social medias. Whoa. You don't want a swollen bag. Take it from me.